Especially if we had the threat of an infectious disease in the community, where we started to see increasing numbers and requiring an increased number of beds for sick patients coming in through the emergency department, would be able to contain that patient population affected into one area where the nurses and staff and physician group are trained to treat patients with a respiratory type outbreak or illness.
So this afternoon we're going to demonstrate how to put T5200 into negative pressure mode. First of all, I've now entered the ante-room where all of our personal protective equipment would be stored. There are two keys that I'm going to be using to demonstrate how to put the unit into negative pressure. And then we also have our special negative pressure drawer inside of here that holds our negative pressure toolkit, as well as some venting that facilities management would need in order to block off some of the venting in the event we needed to go into lockdown.
I actually insert the gold key into that keyhole, turn it to the right, you feel a little click, and the red light goes on, at which point then the first set of double doors now knows to begin shutting, and they will lock. So the second step, I've labeled it here. It says we are now entering into isolation mode. I take that same gold key and insert it into the lock. What is actually happening now is the second set of double doors is closing. So the third and final stage of entering into negative pressure mode is to initiate negative pressure on our Sentry room pressurization monitor. So we actually take the silver key and we insert it into the side here. At this point you can see it now says negative isolation, and that has begun. It takes about 10 minutes for the unit to go into negative pressure if the doors aren't being opened or closed multiple times while that happens. What's going to happen is this number on the screen is going to start to change. We have to ensure that the range will appear at 0.22 to 0.24. In about 1 minute, the light will turn from a caution to green. You never proceed into the next door until the doors behind you are completely closed. So I would have to wait until the doors behind me close. Once the doors behind me are closed, the staff member would then enter into the ante-room, perform their hand hygiene and don their appropriate protective equipment, and then proceed to come back out into the vestibule and enter into T5200 through the second set of double doors.